channel. My name is Mackenzie and today's video is about all of the coats I am loving this fall and winter. These are going to be my staples. Now, before we get into today's video, I want you to know that I want to de-influence you on a few things. I saw this video on TikTok about de-influencing you about things that you might think is normal. And then I saw another video talking about someone was low-key shaming this person for putting only a coat on her wish list. While I understand what the creator was really trying to get at, shaming somebody for wishing for a coat in the winter is really crazy, and this economy is even crazier. So I'm here to de-influence you. These are 5 coats that I absolutely love, but these are 5 coats that I've had for over 1 year. Normalizing the fact that you get a new coat every year, or just some of the things that you can think of that we've normalized, like getting a new phone when the phone hasn't broken. That's not normal, and it's putting a lot of people in debt, and it's like messing up our minds because it's like putting things out there and trying to fake normalize it when normally people have one coat that lasts you years and years and years. So if you're new to my channel, I want you to know that I am always about shopping your closet and shopping your wardrobe, making a wardrobe that is capsule to you. Capsule to you means that my capsule wardrobe might not be your capsule wardrobe. So when I'm showing you these coats, these are coats and styles that I think are going to be staples not only in my closet, but I know they're going to be staples in your closets. I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to choose a coat that is right for you, that is also going to give you longevity. A lot of times we see trends, Christmas and holiday sales. There's so many things spewing at you to buy. But when you get to that cart, or when you go shopping, or when you see that ad, remember these few tips when you are buying your coats this year, so that when you come around to this cycle again next winter, then you already know what you really like, and you can probably already go in your closet and see that you have some of your favorite styles already, so you don't need to buy. So let's get into my first coat that I absolutely love. So the first coat I'm going to show you is this burgundy coat that I got from Primark literally almost over 10 years ago. I got it at Primark in London before it was even in the United States. I did a study abroad program. Fun fact, I actually met one of my best friends there. But anyways, I love this coat because it's shaggy and it kind of like resembles fur, not real fur like this, but it gives you that vibe. But the main thing I want you to take away is that I think you need to have a staple coat, jacket, outerwear, whatever you want to call it, whatever works in the environment and weather that you're in, but it needs to be a bold color. Now, maroon might not be the boldest color to some, but if you really think about the traditional coats are usually neutrals, your neutral greens, very dark colors, which I understand, very neutral colors. So having a coat that is a statement color, a pop of color in your wardrobe, I feel like is empowering, because every time I wear that jacket, if I'm in a down mood and I just put that on, and I know it might sound cheesy, but I feel like when I'm wearing brighter colors, I feel lighter. I feel better. I don't feel like the winter blues, if you know what I mean. So having a coat in your wardrobe where it is a staple color, I think is going to be essential, not only this season, but the next season, the season after that. You can always pull for a great coat with a great color. And then as I'm styling it, all I have on for my base outfit that I'm going to show you throughout this video is denim jeans, some nice pop of color boots, because we're always doing a pop of color if we can and it makes sense. I think pairing the yellow boots with the burgundy jacket with the scarf and then my burgundy coach bag, I think it's just a play on colors, but it's very casual if you really think about it. This outfit is fabulous. This outfit is great, and I think that a great jacket like this, especially something that has texture and something that is a very bright color in a sea of winter and winter blues, that you can really throw it over a crew neck sweatshirt like I have and some jeans and elevate your outfit. Even if I had leggings on underneath the jacket would still elevate me. So think about that when you're buying your coats this winter. Try to grab a coat that is a pop of color for your wardrobe. So let's get on to the next look. Jacket I'm going to show you is the classic puffer silver coat. So I got this jacket from ASOS a while ago. What I want you to take away from this coat is that I absolutely know that you have a puffer coat. But if you're looking to upgrade that puffer coat, don't get a black one, don't get a white one. Honestly, in my opinion, I think white coats are just tricky because they can just get dirty quickly. And coats, you don't wash as often as you wash your normal clothes. So if you get a white coat, that's on you. But I think that you should play in metallics. That coat is super puffy, right? You want a jacket that can literally suck you in. So when you're looking for that puffer coat and you're going shopping to buy those puffer coats, see if you can grab one that has a tie around the waist. It immediately elevates the coat from being a traditional puffer coat, but also gives you that hourglass figure that we always love, and we're always trying to showcase our figure, even in the winter time. So this is your classic puffer. But my tip for you is that when you are grabbing for the puffers before the holiday season ends and you're seeing all of these sales, see if you can grab a puffer that has a tie around the waist so that you can cinch yourself in and you look fashionable and you are super cozy this fall and winter. On to the next look. So speaking of cozy, this next jacket is branded Blackwood. Now, I love this cozy teddy bear jacket, but this is a very heavy jacket. Now, this was a little bit more priced on the pricier side, but I've also had this jacket for years and I get compliments on it all the time. Now, the takeaway with this jacket is that when you're investing in coats like this, and I'm going to be a little elitist, and I'm going to tell you that this is an investment piece. The coat might not come across on camera luxury, but when I wear this coat all the time, I always get compliments. But when I see that teddy bear material on other coats that aren't as pricey, you can really tell the difference. So when you're playing with texture and the teddy bear and even the burgundy coat that I bought before, even though that one was from Primark, I feel like you can also tell like the quality isn't there with the burgundy one. Like that coat, the burgundy coat is not gonna keep you warm. This branded Blackwood coat is gonna keep you warm, and the material is very heavy, it's very luxe, the zipper is very thick. And I literally wear that all the time. So my takeaway, or your takeaway, should be from this is that when you are getting your coats, I say I gave you a coat from Primark, I gave you a coat from ASOS, and now I'm giving you a higher end coat with Brandon Blackwood. I would say Brandon Blackwood is still on the mid tier, but it's still pricier than the ASOS and the Primark coat. Think about that when you are shopping. If you really want a good coat that's gonna last you years on years and years, you need to make that investment. In my opinion, I think a coat, especially if you live in a place like New York or you live in a place that gets a proper winter every year, investing in a coat is going to save you so much money over time, because why are you buying a coat every year? I'm literally not. So on to the next look. Show you is this trench coat that I absolutely love, and the trench coat is a staple. As a woman, not even as a woman, you should have, men and women should have a trench coat. I think a trench coat is mandatory for coat season, and I think that you should take it up a notch. Everyone is going to have a khaki trench coat. Everyone is going to have a green trench coat. Everyone is going to have like a dark colored trench coat. So why would you want to blend in? I got this coat from a thrift store secondhand in London when I studied abroad the same year that I got this Primark coat. So these are two coats that I've had in my closet for over 10 years. 10 years. So when I'm telling you to shop your wardrobe and shop your closet, I'm not just saying this, y'all. I really do this. I really cherish my items. And I think that that is the best way you can truly build a capsule wardrobe and staying true to yourself and staying true to your authentic style is by buying and investing in great pieces. And again, if you're new to my channel, when I say invest, I don't mean drop a stack or drop a lot of money. I'm saying if it is on sale, or if it is something that you really want and you really want to preserve it, keep up with it. Get it tailored. Make sure that this is something that can last in your wardrobe for years to come. And I truly believe, whether it's fast fashion or whether it's high-end or whether it's in between, if you take good care of your clothes, you can make them last, or you should. That's only my tip for that. But I love this jacket because of the pattern. I love it because also it's not a neutral, but it's a neutral for me and my wardrobe. I often say that when I think of snakeskin, I think snakeskin in my wardrobe is a neutral. I have so many things that can go with snakeskin and that pattern. And the same thing is with this plaid pattern. Very neutral. I have my scarf with it. I've worn it upscale for the evening. I've worn it in jeans like I'm wearing it in the video. It's so many things that I can wear with this coat. But what I love about it is that it's a neutral, but it's not a neutral. It's a neutral color that fits with so many things in my wardrobe because it's navy and it's white, but it's not a neutral because it's a pattern. So your takeaway needs to be, how can you play in both? How can you get a trench coat that you absolutely need in your wardrobe? Because I know you and I both know that trench coats always come back in style. I don't care how old you are watching this. There was a time where if you were young, you saw trench coats advertised to you. And if you are my age or older, you've seen trench coats advertised to you. So that means that this might be an investment piece. Go to secondhand. There's so many nice Burberry trench coats out there. But the thing that I like about the Burberry trench, if you get the pattern inside, you could maybe try to finesse it to be reversible. But I just don't want you to get a traditional khaki trench coat. Now, if that's your style and that fits for you, that's absolutely great. But when we're talking about maximizing your wardrobe and playing in prints, you can also play in the trend of the trench coat, but get a pattern that really speaks to your wardrobe and is super unique to your style. Because when you have a piece that is unique to your style, you're gonna grab it a lot more than a brown khaki jacket that you don't wear, but you got it because it's a khaki jacket. Because if you think about it, a trench coat is really for the rain. And if you have a lot of coats, I have 5 coats here, and to be honest, I would wear all of them if it was raining. I wouldn't necessarily think I need to switch it out for a trench coat. So using that mentality, if I think about that and I have a coat in my closet that already doesn't really fit my style, but it's a trend I want to participate in, I love to grab the trench coat that has the pattern because I love the pattern. And then I love the trench coat. So I hope that makes sense, but I really want you to really figure out your unique style, and then that's when you play in the trend. Make the trend fit you and your style, not you fitting the trend. That was kind of a bar. So the last coat I'm going to show you is obviously this fabulous fur coat. Now, I know I've shown this to you all several times at this point. This was passed down to me from my great aunt. Love her down. This hasn't been in my possession for years and decades, but it's been in my family for over multiple decades. So this is another thing. When you invest in great pieces, and this is a really great example, when you invest in great pieces, you keep them in the family. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to pass down my ASOS coat. I'm not going to pass down the Primark coat. But you have to think about that. So when you see a price tag on something that's really good, look at the material, look at the story of the designer, do your research on items that you want. And yes, it might be a hefty price tag, but how rich is this to be able to pass this down and keep it in the family? Because I just love it being a testament of what you can do when you invest in great pieces and you keep them in your wardrobe and you pass them down. But I also say, your note from this, I think fur, and it's just luxury, and it gives, even if it is faux fur, even though controversial take, faux fur is plastic. So I really do feel like the best way to live a sustainable lifestyle is buying fur secondhand. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want PETA coming for me. But I will say, I think every person needs a fur coat. Find the fur that works for you, but I think that is a staple in your winter wardrobe. It's classic, it's chic, and it will always be in style. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what the market say. I really don't care, because even if faux fur is in style, that fur is still in style. So I think that you need to invest in a great fur. It could be cropped, it could be long, it can be shrugs. I mean, it could be whatever you want. But I think that investing in a great fur is not only going to be great for your wardrobe, but it could be great for the next generation's wardrobe. And I really want you to think about all of your pieces like that. If you are making that investment into quality pieces, I have to tell my friends this, I'm not the biggest fan of resale. Well, obviously, if I buy secondhand, I'm a fan of resale culture. However, there are certain pieces that you do not sell. This is an example. When you are investing in pieces, think about investing in it. Can you afford it, but can you keep it? I think that last one is so important, because so many friends, guy friends, girlfriends will sell stuff. And I'm just like, honestly, I don't want to sell stuff, because I want to have stuff to keep in my collection so that I can keep in my family. Because all of these trends are going to come back in style. And why make the second generation pay? Like, oh my God, imagine making me pay for this. This is not fair. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, I love you and I thank you so much for making it this far. Share this with a friend. Share this with a friend who is always shopping and buying something new, especially ahead of the holiday season. You don't need more coats, okay? And if you do need a coat, watch this video before you make that purchase. Thanks for watching. Bye.